I evaluated all these quarterbacks last weekend. I thought that Zach Wilson was the best. I had never seen this kid play much. And I'm watching him at the Jets game, and I said, wow. I mean, he caught my attention.
Why?
I thought just accuracy, just quick decision-making. The ball came out, and he was completing them. He was converting third downs, and there was a full-speed pass rush coming at him. I mean, that guy got my attention. I thought that Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence were about the same. Trey Lance, I thought he's got the farthest way to go. I did not see Mac Jones play at New England. I missed that game, but I saw the rest of them. And I'll tell you, the kid at the Jets is a player.
Well, I mean, listen, we knew this about him. He has his two comps are Aaron Rodgers and Johnny Manziel. He's got good feet, he moves well, and he's got a very, very quick release. He's got a better arm than Manziel. And the one thing I liked about Zach Wilson is, Mikhail Becton, they have a left tackle. Darnold never did.
Yep.
And then Elijah Vera Tucker. Now they're going to have, arguably the best guard in the draft. So one of the things I liked about him, despite being a smallish quarterback, he's 6'2", 210. That's smaller than you'd like. Aaron Rodgers is 6'2", 225, thicker, big calves, big wrists. Aaron's a thicker athlete. But I thought Zach stood in the pocket. And Trent Dilford told me this years ago. He goes, some guys, Colin, they don't like defensive linemen barking at them. They don't like it. They get nervous. I thought Zach, as a smaller quarterback, just stood as the pocket kept closing, and he just stood there. And that's something to me. There's a certain inner confidence that was impressive.
I would agree totally. You know what's amazing? All of these young quarterbacks are playing well, and there's so many teams right now that are talking about going to the Super Bowl, and they want to anoint these young quarterbacks. They want to bless them already. I would just take you back, and when we went to Dallas with Troy Aikman our first year, and I think we might have been 3-1, but we were feeling real good about the preseason. And we went down to New Orleans, and Justin Fields made one comment that makes me a little nervous. He said, the game wasn't nearly as fast as I thought it would be. Okay. Well, it wasn't nearly as fast for us. We were driving back. We beat the Raiders, and we had never lost at University of Miami down there, Jimmy and myself and all the whole crew. And we're driving back. And I remember saying to myself, God, this is going to be easy. Well, what's the big deal? And we went down and played the Saints in New Orleans, and we got shut out. And the only time they didn't score is when they missed a field goal or dropped the ball in the end zone. We were terrible. We won one game that year. But in the preseason, we had a whole different feeling. So, I'm pumping the brake. I love what I see out of these young quarterbacks, but I'm kind of pumping the brakes a little bit and saying, it's going to be a different game. Justin Fields, slow down. It's going to be faster. Trust me. When you get in that game against the Rams, and see Aaron Donald and company over there, it's going to be a lot faster.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. In the preseason, the defense a quarterback sees before the snap is the defense you'll see. They're not making their adjustments. They're not hiding. They want you to see vanilla stuff. No, if I was a defensive coordinator, I'm not showing you jack squat in the preseason.
Right. That's a good point. And to add to that, I was talking to Bill Polian the other day. I was doing something with him. And Bill was at Indy when I was at the Dolphins, and we were talking about the same thing, Colin. And I said, let me tell you about where rookie quarterbacks get caught up. And I said, I had Jay Fiedler. And Jay Fiedler was an Ivy League guy. He was a smart guy. He was a winner. He was a leader, but he wasn't Peyton Manning and he wasn't Tom Brady. I mean, I got that. Okay. But we won, 10, 11 games a year. But the thing that would happen, the way the NFL is, and everybody needs to think about this, these games are going to come down to the fourth quarter, maybe the last couple of possessions. And you don't know how many times Jay Fiedler would walk over and we would be standing there and I might say, Jay, don't force that ball into a too deep coverage. And he says, Coach, They're disguising it. They're really wanting to play a 3 deep. I know I can throw it to whatever. A rookie quarterback's not going to see that. I promise you. And right, and that's what's going to separate guys. And I'm not going to use Andy Dalton, but an Andy Dalton from a Justin Fields. The fourth quarter of that Rams game, when they start disguising and changing coverages and changing fronts, and you've got to check out of this and get them into this, Andy Dalton's seen it all. He's going to be able to communicate with the coach, and Justin Fields is going to be learning. And that goes right across the board. I use them as an example, but I think it goes for every one of these rookie quarterbacks. That's what you're going to have to deal with. And then what's the situation? I mean, Matt Nagy needs to win this year,
Right.
and, where the Jets, they're a rookie head coach. He's got time. So you got to look at each situation and say, every coach has a window when it's going to close on you. It might be 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Well, some of these windows, obviously, the new head coach, some of these windows are closing. Makes a difference.